like jazz music and she's drinking white wine.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, she's just walking around the kitchen. You're like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
I'm that.
You're a housewife from the 50s.
Yeah.
You're vacuuming and you have a martini and you're like, ooh, look at me. My husband's not gay.
My husband's landing on the moon. There's no pussy up there.
My husband's landing on the moon, which means he can't hit me for another 4 days. Because he's in space, sweetheart.
That's why everyone wanted to fuck astronauts and marry astronauts then.
Yeah, they're like,
Wait for the time off.
yeah. Can you imagine a husband so far away he can't violently abuse you at the drop of a hat?
All the astronauts in the, was it the 50s?
Sure, 60s.
Okay, 60s, whatever.
Yeah.
Jesus. When they they came back to Earth, they hopped out of the thing and they parachuted into their backyard through the window of their living room and fucking knocked the shit out of their wife.
Yeah.
Before they even touched the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And you know Neil Armstrong, right before that first step, he's like, I bet my wife's cooking the shit out of some fucking burnt ass meatloaf right now. That stupid bitch. God damn. He takes a moon rock back so he can hit his wife with it.
Even if those guys, like, let's say those guys went to space, right?
Sure.
Which I think they did.
I think they did too, yeah.
You never know.
And then they had to take, like, their wives and their kids with them
To space?
to space. In
Oh.
zero gravity, I think they still, you're floating and you can't even, like, brush your teeth.
Mhm.
They'd still find a way to, like, get suck a few blows in on their wife.
Oh, yeah,
They'd have to like call them. They're like, Houston, we have to know there's a lot of blood in the cockpit right now and it's floating around. What's the best way to get rid of all? And then like it's like Apollo 13, like guys in cigarettes and black bow ties. Like, all right, we've got this equipment. We've got to figure out how to hit his wife better in space. We've got 45 minutes before these men go down.
We have the best Nazi scientists on this right now trying to figure this out in real time.
Yeah, Houston, can we get Warner von Braun on here? Tell me how to beat my wife like she's in a fucking camp.
I don't know. I really don't respect astronauts, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
I think it's a waste of our money, and I don't care. It's like whenever like they get really into it.
Yep.
It's like it reminds me of like a kid in a bathtub being like, it's like you're really excited about playing like cowboys and Indians, and you want all of our taxpayer money to go to your little fucking fantasy where you like fly into the sky.
Yeah, you carry it
and
from
shit.
like age 6
They
all
keep
the way.
doing it, and I'm like, well, have you built a Chipotle yet on another planet, retard? Where's the fuck? I thought they always act like they're building a community for us.
You know what they do?
It's just there for them.
They bring back like specimens from the moon. They bring back like moon rocks and stuff, and we
Right.
like test it.
Cool.
And they go, turns out the moon is a part of the Earth. Something hit the Earth, and a chunk of the moon came off the Earth. It's like, okay, so we need to keep going back constantly.
So we're a planet. That's a planet. Great work.
Yeah, we spent $9 billion to figure out the moon is gay. So you guys are welcome.
I knew being an astronaut was gay when I finally watched that movie Armageddon.
Mm.
I was like, this is really gay.
Yeah.
Because it's retarded. You can't land on a meteor.
No.
And that's what made me realize, I go, oh, they have to, being an astronaut is so gay
Yeah.
that they have to be like, no, actually they land on like comets. It's like, that's not possible. It's literally impossible.
Well, I mean, being an astronaut is literally like all you do is sit in a thing. That's it.
yeah. It's like taking an Uber.
It's like he's a celebrity. It's like, oh, he sat in a dentist's office
yeah.
for 3 days. Who gives a shit?
It's basically like, oh, you can shit yourself for a month on end. Cool.
The hardest part about being an astronaut is not jerking off for the 3 days to get to the moon. That's it. And they probably still do.
It's probably a great jack off. It's all in slow motion and shit. You can't really go that hard, but you're like, oh man, that's a great stroke.
I guess it's a good, if you're a dribbler, like if you don't shoot loads.
Yeah.
What's nice about space is everybody's the same.
It would be
Right.
really cool to come in space.
Yeah. You get like a pocket pussy and just spin it in zero gravity and just slide your dick into it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really satisfying sounding.
You could probably fucking take a little port, open it on the space capsule, and just stick your dick out, and the suction of space.
Yes, let
It's suck-
space suck you
With
out.
space would be sucking you
Yeah.
out.
An infinite suck machine.
Mhm.
It's like a Rube Goldberg machine for getting sucked off.
Yeah, exactly.
I got blown by the universe.
I knew a guy growing up who the way he masturbated was he had a vacuum.
Oh yeah.
And he put the
Up his ass.
like the tube of the vacuum. Yeah, he stuck it up his ass and sucked the shit out of it. No, he put the tentacle part.
Sure.
Of,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
use a vacuum. I don't know how they work.
I did
I
that
think.
once.
Listen, I think everybody gets where you're going.
We've
for
done it.
Yeah.
He would put it on and then masturbate
I never
into the tube.
masturbated.
of
I
it.
just tried it a couple times as a kid. I was like, well, that could be cool. But I'm
That's
not
how
gonna-
he came. He